The Woods County community is reeling from the unexpected passing of Aimee Chapman, whose life, so full of faith, service, and quiet strength, ended tragically in a farming accident. She was alive, smiling, and giving of herself just days before, and the shock of her sudden departure leaves many struggling to believe she is gone. Her loss reminds us that life's fragility can strike even the most grounded and steadfast among us. Aimee's passing has touched hearts across her hometown and beyond. She was more than a neighbor or church member. She was a source of comfort, a hands-on servant, and a living example of what it means to care deeply. As family, friends, and community members mourn, they also celebrate the lasting legacy she leaves behind. A life rooted in faith and service. Faith was at the center of Aimee's identity. In her local church, she devoted herself to the nursery ministry, caring for children with remarkable patience and gentleness. Many parents entrusted their little ones to her because she had a way of making them feel safe, nurtured, and seen. Her faith was not passive, it was active, expressed through acts of kindness, quiet generosity, and consistent presence. Her spiritual commitment was woven into every aspect of her life. Aimee did not merely believe, she lived out her beliefs in how she treated others, how she showed up when needed, and how she carried herself during both ordinary and challenging moments. This devotion earned her the respect and affection of those around her, many of whom saw her as an embodiment of care and compassion. Work, dedication, and a heart for the land beyond her church contributions, Aimee was also known for her strong work ethic. On her family's property, she labored with the land and with livestock, tasks that demanded sweat, resilience, and commitment. Whether feeding animals, tending fields, or performing routine chores, she approached each responsibility with humility and no small measure of pride. Those who knew her on the farm remember someone who showed up consistently, no matter how difficult the task. The same person who nurtured children in the church nursery also handled the gritty, physical demands of rural life. This duality, gentleness and grit, was emblematic of Aimee's strength, and it endeared her to both the spiritual and the practical realms of her community. The impact of her passing, a community in mourning Aimee's sudden death, has left a void in Woods County that is deeply felt. Neighbors, friends, and church members speak of her absence as more than physical. It is an absence of warmth, of steady presence, of someone always ready to lend a hand. Many express that life feels a little dimmer without her smile, her calm strength, and the sense of refuge she offered. In the days following her passing, the community has rallied around her loved ones, offering prayers, support, and solace. The shared grief has underscored how many lives she touched in small but meaningful ways. For many, consoling one another is part of the process of trying to make sense of a loss so sudden and so profound. Lessons from Aimee's life. Though she is gone, Aimee Chapman leaves behind lessons that resonate deeply. First, that faith is often best expressed not in grand gestures, but in daily acts of kindness and service. Her life reminds us that nurturing the vulnerable, be they children, neighbors, or livestock, is itself holy work. Second, her dual dedication to spiritual and earthly tasks shows us that caring for people and caring for creation are not separate callings, they are intertwined. Whether one is holding a child or planting seed, Aimee understood that every role has its sacredness. Finally, her passing invites us to value those quiet pillars in our lives, the ones who never seek recognition, who labor faithfully, and who make spaces safer and more loving simply by being present. Losing someone like Aimee teaches us not to wait to express gratitude, affection, or support to those who hold our communities together. Conclusion: a legacy of grace. Aimee Chapman's life was one of grace, devotion, and steadiness. She nurtured children, cared for animals, served in her church, and labored with purpose. Her sudden departure is a profound sorrow, but it also magnifies the brightness of the life she lived. As Woods County and all who knew her mourn, may her memory inspire deeper faith, greater kindness, and more attentive love. Though absent in form, she lives on in the hearts she touched and the deeds she performed. May she rest in peace, and may her example continue to guide and uplift us.